going on, guys? Welcome back by the channel. If you're new here, my name is Will. This is my lovely wife, Riza. She's from the Philippines, and I am from the United States.
Yes.
Today we're going to do a little video about a little question and answer of things that she's going to tell you what it's like for a Filipina being here in the United States after living in so many different cities, big cities, and now moving to small town USA. So, but before we do all that,
We're going to eat.
we gotta eat. What do we got? What do we got?
Pasta.
Noodles. You wanted you to grill some onions there. What are we having?
We have salmon and teriyaki.
Teriyaki salmon.
Yes, we have.
Oh.
I saw something.
Not only is she pretty, guys, she is a very good cook. When I can.
You like it?
Oh yeah, I like pretty much. Been one or two things that she's cooked that I really wasn't keen on, and that's just because of the.
What do you like?
The texture of it. So, but for the most part, everything she's cooked has always tasted good.
Sure?
Yeah, I'm
You're telling
absolutely
the
sure.
truth.
I'm telling the truth.
Yeah.
So she's grilling this big slab of salmon, and we're going to have.
This is a different one.
We're going to have dinner. That's a different one? What's a different one?
Different taste.
Oh, this is a different.
Yeah, different sauce.
She cooked salmon for me last week, but she says this is going to have a different taste. I loved what she cooked last week, so hopefully I'll like this just as good.
Yeah. So if not good for you, you have no choice.
No choice. I got to eat it anyway, right?
So you get to eat it. So whatever food in the table, you need to eat.
Whatever food's on the table, I have to eat it.
How to say? You don't have to waste the food. You need to eat, right?
I'm trying to get her out of her shyness, guys, in front of the camera. She struggles with being camera shy a lot, and she can understand English. She talks pretty good English, but every once in a while.
English.
But every once in a while, I'll get confused on what she's trying to tell me because she'll be pronouncing the word a little bit different. And I am from the South, in case you couldn't tell by my accent. We have some interesting conversations sometimes. I think she gets a little angry with me sometimes because I can't understand.
Yeah, that's what they call
exactly
tampu.
what she's saying. Yeah,
Misunderstanding.
what is it? The tampo?
Tampu.
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 Tampu is alive and well with the Filipinas.
Yeah.
And I'll explain that a little bit in the video. So stick around and we'll tell you what
so we
Tampu's like.
Yeah. We
Sometimes
have to eat
it's not
first.
very fun. But
We have to eat first because
we're gonna eat this piece of salmon first.
But look at this first.
Yeah, it does look good, doesn't it?
We're going to eat all of this.
All of it. All of it, guys. All right. See you in a few minutes.
See you. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready, guys, to eat the chips? Woo! And the best of pepper. So what they call this? This is chamba. Chamba. In Filipino is, let's see. Magic.
I have no idea what she's talking about.
Chamba.
Chamba?
Chamba.
Is that how you say it? Chamba?
Chamba. Yeah.
Okay.
Magic, only magic.
All right.
We will see at the
Magic,
result.
Well, I'm gonna eat it. I'll let you know, guys, what I think about it.
So it means
when we're
this
back
is
in this video.
it's just like it's experiment.
Experiment.
Yeah.
You experiment on me a lot?
Yeah. It's like I'm smelling. Smells good, so it tastes good. You just put the pepper. Like that. Yeah. Can you smell it? How about?
Yeah, I can smell
So how about?
it. It smells good.
Smells good.
It smells really good.
So that's why you have to put everything in. Just don't put too much salt. Everything is just enough.
See, guys, she likes to cook from memory. She doesn't.
Minimum.
She don't go from
Yeah, but my husband,
a
everything
recipe. She
too much.
She has to. She cooks from memory,
Yeah.
and then she has to adjust the.
Everything for me is with feeling. My husband, no feeling, no emotion. Yeah. So
We have to adjust it for my taste because a lot of her stuff is a little too hot for me. So she tones it down just a little bit.
yeah. So I think this enough. Ala, my spaghetti.
What about your
I
spaghetti?
forgot.
Forgot about your spaghetti?
So that's my problem. I forgot everything. Okay, sorry. So cook.
Now this is just
Yeah,
simple spaghetti
Very
noodles
simple.
with
Yeah.
Parmesan cheese
yeah, and the butter.
and butter to go along with the salmon.
Sorry guys, today is just very simple.
Yeah, she calls this a simple meal. So
Yeah,
we'll,
because
really not
our
what the video-
our topic now is not a simple,
yeah,
very difficult.
very difficult.
So watch out.
Filipinas and Americans learning to live together
Yeah.
as husband and wife.
So you have to get ready your
Ready your patience, right? Ready your patience.
folk.
Because there are a few cultural differences that you probably need to address.
Yeah. Okay. Ready.
All right, I'm going to go eat.
Okay. Eat. With the
All right, we've slid over here into the
blanket.
living room because she is cold, always cold-natured. I guess she's used to the hot climates that
I used in
that
Dubai.
She used to be in. She lived in Dubai for a while, so
I like
comes over here, and I like to keep it cold in the house. I normally keep it around 69 to 70 degrees, and that's a little chilly for her.
yeah.
So she tends to cover up and hide under the blankets every chance she gets. So we're not going to bore you with eating this whole meal. I am going to take a taste of it here and see what it actually tastes like, and let you know if I like it. And I got too many forks. And
Oh, yeah.
then we're
4.
going to eat, and then we're going to talk about her experiences as Filipina here in the United States. So let's try this here. What is this now? This is called what again?
Salmon.
Well, I know it's salmon, but what kind of, what is the, is it teriyaki?
Mm-hmm.
Very, very good. So I'm going to enjoy my meal and eat this salmon. I don't know if I'm going to get the whole
Yeah,
thing eat, but
that's the way you eat the spaghetti.
we're going to eat, we're going to eat, and then we're going to be back, and we're going to do that experience thing where she talks about what it's like being here in the United States versus being in the Philippines and some of her other locations. She's been in China, and she lived in Dubai also. So, and you've been to Malaysia. Where else have you been? Where else did you go?
Brunei.
Where's that at?
Brunei.
Brunei?
Yeah.
I don't know where that's at. Is that in the Philippines?
No.
No?
Near in Malaysia.
Yeah, somewhere in Malaysia.
Sulta.
Where?
Sultan Brunei.
Okay. All right. I have no idea. So, anyway, guys, stick around. We'll be back in just a few minutes. All right, guys. Dinner's over with. It was fantastic. Couldn't eat all of that salmon, though. That was a lot. So, she's got leftovers for tomorrow for lunch. So, but it was very good, very delicious, just like most of her cooking. So, anyway, this video is going to be, I told you it was going to be about discussing some of the differences she found living over here in the U.S. So, I haven't discussed with her what questions I'm going to ask her, but I'm going to ask her a few questions and get her responses on those. So,
What do you want to ask?
what is the difference between living in the Philippines and living here in this small town in America?
It's very quiet.
Very quiet.
Yeah. Very
So you say,
peaceful. Very peaceful.
very peaceful, very quiet.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Nobody.
Are you saying that it's a lot more noisy in the Philippines?
Yeah.
How so? Is it because there are more people, cars?
It's a lot of cars and it's a lot of people.
And
Nobody outside.
yeah, one of the things she noticed when she got here to the for the first couple of weeks she was here, she was like, "Where is everybody?" And I go, "Well,
No neighbors.
they're in the house. They're in their houses." And she goes, "They don't ever come out." She says, "They're a bunch of zombies." I said, "No, no, they're not a bunch of zombies. That we just don't." Here in a small town, you don't have people walking up and down the streets, and she's used to seeing people walking everywhere, riding scooters everywhere. Isn't that right?
Yes, yes.
And that's one of your big adjustments. You can't. One of her things she thought she could do when she got here was just take off walking to the store, walking down the street.
I can, in Philippines, I walk in, buy something in the grocery store.
Yeah, it was nothing for her to walk to the grocery store and, how far was that? A mile or two or?
Yeah, just very near.
Yeah, and here in the United States, especially in the rural areas, everything is spread out. There's no store that she can walk to in like 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So
It's very near.
so that's one of the things that bothers her about here. Excuse me, I'm getting over a cold. The second thing she noticed is what's it like, the grocery stores in America?
No. Outside, it's like, is this a grocery store? Very quiet.
Grocery stores are quiet?
It's just like a, I don't know how to say. Like I told you.
Was what you're trying to say is they don't have a lot of things here.
Outside, it's like you cannot tell that it is a grocery store. There's no display. How to say?
No displays, no advertisements.
Advertise, yeah.
That's what
Advertise.
you're on, advertisements. And there's not a lot of open markets here either, to where you can
Yes.
go and buy fresh.
Yes.
That's one of your big things that you notice. She's always complaining that she can't find fresh vegetables, fresh fruits.
Everything is in frozen.
Yeah, she says everything's been frozen or processed,
Processed.
and she really has trouble with that. We do go to some Asian markets, but of course, the closest Asian market we have is like an hour away.
An hour plus.
Yeah, an hour plus, and we have a long way to drive.
Yeah.
We try to go there maybe once or twice a month, and she picks up things that she can't find here, like a lot of her sauces and seasonings that she uses to cook with.
Yeah. And it's a US dollar.
What about U.S. dollar?
It's expensive.
Oh
Very
yeah,
expensive.
she says here in the United States compared to the Philippines is very expensive. She's always complaining about how, well, I won't say complaining. She's always pointing out how much more it is to live here than it is in the Philippines.
The cost of living here is very expensive than to stay in Philippines. To bring money, US dollar, and to send money to Philippines, convert.
Yeah, the U.S. dollar goes a lot farther in the Philippines than it does here. You can if you have $1,000 U.S. dollars a month income, you can live.
It's
I won't say
more
you can
than
live
enough.
extravagantly,
Sure.
but you can. From what she's told me, you can live. Tickling my foot. You you can live pretty comfortable on $1,000. So
It depends how you budget to how many members of family.
yeah, how
Got.
many members of her family? How many members of your family?
Yeah.
And that's another thing. Family is a big thing in the Philippines, wouldn't you say?
There you go.
And
Hello.
you,
Shoo.
she's watching something on the TV in the background. She's easily distracted. So anyway,
I didn't know.
something about Miss Teen USA falling off the
What
stage.
happened?
I'm not sure
When
exactly.
was that?
I don't know. I don't know when that was. Anyway, that we're getting off track here, which is easy to do with her. She come on, snap out of it. What were we talking about?
Oh. Uh,
Family in the Philippines. Family is very big in the Philippines. If
Yeah.
you they all
Filipino.
they all help each other. They all work together.
Yes.
A lot of the family members will work abroad and they'll send money back to the family living in the Philippines.
That's
So
our difference for American. Yeah.
Americans not like that. They look after their elderly parents when they get older. Unlike a lot of that doesn't translate here in the United States. They don't. We don't look after our elderly people like they do in the Philippines.
Yeah, and over here, I feel like it's very sad to stay here because you will live here alone. If you choose to live alone, then you have an apartment, right? For you to stay. And I remember there in Walmart, explain it to them. How?
The sense of family is a lot different in the Philippines than it is here. We tend to live more alone or more of a loner type existence versus the way they do in the Philippines. It's the kids here kind of go off on their own, do their own thing, but in the Philippines it's a all for one, one for all, that Three Musketeers motto. If one of us fails, we all fail.
Yeah.
That's their type of motto that they have in the Philippines. Very very family oriented, very Catholic. I think that's the predominant religion in the Philippines, is it not? Catholic?
It's not Catholic only. It's for
But I mean,
it's really Filipino.
that's a big part of it, though, Catholic. Um, she was raised in the Catholic Church. Where we live now, there's not a lot of options as far as Catholic churches. There are a
It's
few.
the way the way we raise
Yeah,
as
so,
a Filipino, and we help our family. We help our parents. You know, we take care of our family.
yeah. Now, if her parents were still living, it would be
Oh,
we would have to be sending money back to the family, to the parents, to help support them in their day-to-day life. That's just I don't know if that's a fast rule for the Philippines, but
yeah,
it's
that's
kind
up
of
to you.
it's kind
Yeah.
of but it is expected.
Expected, but
Yeah,
that's really up to you.
but yeah,
How kind of heart. But some of the parents, they don't really obligate you, you know.
and as I said earlier in the video, she's lived in you lived 10 years in Hong Kong, and you're used to the real big city.
Yeah.
I remember when we first we were introduced by a mutual friend, and when I first started talking to her, she was living in Hong Kong, and she was all the time going out to the live markets and getting fresh food, fresh chicken. I mean,
Fresh fish.
she would bring live chickens back to the house,
Yeah.
and she would actually have to wring their necks and clean them, dress them, prepare them, the whole 9 yards. And my grandmother back in the day used to do stuff like that, but today's Americans, I'm not saying that there's not some that still do that, but as a majority, we don't go and do this. And one of the things she asked me when she got here was like, where can she buy chicken? And I took her in the Walmart and the food line and showed her the chicken. She's like, no, not that kind of chicken. And I said, well, what other kind of chicken is it? And she says, a live chicken. I go, no, we don't do live chickens here.
Well, live chicken is very good one. You know, it's very taste good.
Yeah,
And
she
it's
said it tastes
it's
different.
very good. The soup tastes
Soup.
good. Yeah. So everything here is frozen, and the taste is. And one thing, the chicken here is very big.
Oh yeah, it was another thing in the store when we were looking at the packs of chicken. She was like, "What is wrong with this?" And I go, "What do you mean, what's wrong with it?" She goes, "Why is it so big?" And I go, "I don't know. Probably because they give the chickens antibiotics here in the United States, along with growth hormones, apparently."
Yeah.
But
The
apparently, I've seen their chickens in the Philippines, and they look like they're malnourished. Those skinny birds. I mean,
Yeah,
they're
but
not big. They're
they're
not
so
big at all.
yummy.
But she says they taste so different.
Good. Yeah.
And I'm just going to have to take her word for it until we go back to the Philippines, which we plan on doing in about another year and a half to 2 years.
Okay.
But for now, we're still here, living here in small town USA in North Carolina, and she's getting used to
I love
life
here.
life here.
Yeah. I love the place. It's quiet.
See, English is not her first language. A of course. She can speak English, but she struggles a lot of times with knowing what word to say. Would you agree? Or how to phrase stuff?
Yeah.
Now, when she gets on the phone with her family, she's 90 miles an hour, blah, 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 talking Filipinese, I guess you would call it. And I don't a bit more know what she's saying. So I can kind of understand some of the struggles that she has understanding me, and then her pronunciation of words can be sometimes different than what I'm used to hearing. And we will find that we ask each other to repeat ourselves.
Yes, because I was not born here in America.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing when you cannot speak
Yeah, I can't.
Filipino.
I can't speak Filipino, so you want to speak some Filipino for us?
You want?
Yeah. Say
Say, mahal kita.
no. Say hello, YouTube in Filipino.
Hello, YouTube.
Yeah. Say hello, YouTube.
Hello, YouTube.
No, in Filipino.
Say hello. Hello. Hello is in hello. In kamusta?
Kamusta?
Yeah, kamusta? Kamusta, YouTube?
Kamusta
Hello,
YouTube?
hello. Hello is we can say also in Filipino.
And I mean,
Kumusta? Kumusta? Hello everybody, kumusta?
and she is from Davao City in the Philippines, which is one of the largest cities in all of the Philippines, which has over 7,000 islands. Is that
Yeah.
right?
Tagum, say hello Tagum. Tagum City.
Hello, who?
Tagum City.
Dagum
Tag-
or Tagum?
Tagum City.
Tagum City. Well, as you can see, I have trouble understanding her, just like she has trouble understanding me. And we have been in, I guess, what is it, 5 years altogether?
Yeah.
Or right at 5 years. And but she's only been here in the United States since August of last year. So we're rolling up on a year. What, on the 19th?
Yeah, I think 19.
Think-
19, I've been here. Yeah.
I think she got here on the 19th of August 2023. And we got married in October of 2023. And we're still learning each other. Even though we've been in a long distance relationship for over 4 years, we found it's a whole lot different when you're actually living in the same household. And
We're like Tom and Jerry.
yeah, she says we're like Tom and Jerry. You remember Tom and Jerry off the old cartoon series, Warner Brothers,
Yeah.
Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, all that. But
I think, you know, every couples is always like that. Relationship is always very boring in the middle.
yeah, well, yeah, but I mean now, relationship-wise, as far as taking care of me, looking after me, I couldn't ask for a better person, because I mean she really looks after me, caters to me, makes me feel special, and it's hard for me dealing with American women as I have over the years, getting used to that. I'm not used to that type of attention, so sometimes.
Really?
Sometimes it can be a little aggravating to me, but then I sit back and think, well, this woman is spending all of her waking time focusing on me, making sure I'm okay, satisfying my needs, doing whatever, and it's
Yeah.
it's great, and I can't say enough about that. She does a wonderful job, and a lot of times I feel like I fall short, because
Short. What do you mean short?
I mean, like, sometimes I feel like I'm not doing all I can be doing,
Satisfy.
to return all the affection and everything that you're giving me.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
True.
that's something I've been working on, trying to, get better at that, because I'm just simply not used to this type of relationship. But
Right.
I wouldn't trade it for anything, because it's really great. I mean, we do have our occasional argument, but mainly our arguments are over misunderstanding in
Yeah.
communication.
Communication. Yeah.
I find that she's not talking a whole lot. She talks a whole lot when the camera's not on.
Mm-hmm.
But she's, like I say, she's camera shy. If you one of the biggest things I had to be careful about is she not knowing how to phrase things in English. I find that she's more direct and to the point on certain things, and it can come off as bossy or ordering, or mean, but it's really not. It's just her not knowing how to properly phrase something, so she comes out and just says it direct, and I have to catch myself sometimes going, oh, wait a minute, she didn't mean that the way that come out. So I've been trying to
And tried.
trying to correct her a little bit. We've been trying to make adjustments. She's been trying to teach me a little Filipino, but right now I'm more interested in our English jiving together, to where we can
Work.
where we can work, and, like, it was.
Are you insulting me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I'm
Are
not
you
insulting
me?
you.
I'm not insulting you. I'm trying to tell you something. I'm
Mm-hmm.
like, okay. But, it was like, this is how, when we were on the phone communicating with one another, we never had the day-to-day things happen that we had to communicate. Like, hand me that glass on the table. She'd look at me like I've got two heads. What are you talking about? And I go, hand me the glass on the table. And she doesn't understand. So I would have to say it 3 to 4 times.
Please.
And I would forget please at the
Please.
end of it,
Yeah.
because I would get so frustrated for trying to make her understand what I was saying. Well, we're getting better at that.
Kindly. Please.
We're getting better at that.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not perfect,
Yeah.
and don't claim to be, but I mean, we have we have a great relationship, and it grows every day. We're still learning each other, and this video is getting a little lengthy, and we only ask a few questions. So we're probably going to table this to a part 2 later down the road. Won't go into the cooking thing. We'll go straight to the
Point.
question and answers, and we will discuss some things about the differences in Dubai, about it being so hot there, and the population being a lot of Filipino and a lot of India people there, along with the Arab people, and the differences that goes on there. And
Yeah.
we'll talk a little bit about Hong Kong. And
Yes. Yeah, but for the moment is how our situation for 2 of us here.
yeah, but I will
Yeah.
say one thing about Hong Kong. She enjoyed living in Hong Kong. Would you say you enjoyed the city life?
Yes.
But the
Baby, we're not done yet with our me and
that
you.
what? With us, me and you. Oh yeah, I was just gonna say that you didn't enjoy living in Hong Kong as much as you do
me
some of
and
the other
you.
places.
Just now. Our adjustment period.
Oh yeah, we're still working on our adjustment period.
Yes,
See,
and what
like-
else?
see,
I'm
she just
losing-
corrected me on what we were talking
Yeah.
about, and she didn't have the lead-in words for me to say, "Oh, wait a minute, you're straying off target here."
Right.
So you know,
And then
but you can
he
see.
is American is like out of focus, and then every time that he is watching TV, and when I say something and he is not watching on my eyes, and he just say, okay, 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 but he don't understand that. because
Guilty
he's-
as charged.
I don't like it. No.
Yeah, she wants me to.
I don't like it.
She says it's disrespectful
Yeah, very disrespectful.
to not like when
yeah.
someone like in the Philippines over in the Filipinos, someone's
Yeah.
talking to you,
Is it-
you look them in the eye. You don't.
Yeah, but I forgot that he is American.
yeah, she
And
says,
I was in Hong Kong for many years. You know.
yeah, what was it, 10 years?
Yeah, and you know, I don't know how to say. I don't want to say anything in Hong Kong, but
Hong
It
Kong
was
was
very-
a great place, but I'm gonna say it for the people there were a little bit
yeah, very
abrasive,
yeah,
I'll
very
just-
very tight.
very abrasive. So,
So it-
they
it's-
they
it's
didn't want
very
to put up
what
with a
to
lot of
me.
nonsense. It was just
Yes, and
so.
I say sorry for him that I'm I'm very tight sometimes. I feel guilty in myself that I make him like that, and he's not used to, because he's American, you know.
Yeah.
Very funny sometimes, and I really don't like to hear sometimes, you know, the bad words that you know, like American is just like normal for them.
Yeah,
But
she's
for
not,
me, I'm very sensitive already. It's like,
Yeah, my wife is very sensitive. She,
You know,
she
Filipino.
her feelings get hurt very easily. So
you know, Filipino family is, they doesn't, we not raised to hear.
yeah, they're not raised to hear some of the conversations.
And I,
And me with my career that I had for 30 years, I found that my patience, and I am more direct and to the point. I don't sugarcoat a lot of things, and that sometimes can hurt her feelings. Simply for the fact, either one, she doesn't understand what I'm saying, or two, I can come off abrasive or rude at times, and I don't mean to. It's just a habit that I've gotten into over the course of 30 years, and she's trying to get me out of that. She's doing a good job.
Yeah,
We're doing better on that. So,
and
but-
it's really hard, how to say that, when you say something and, you know, sometimes like, sometimes he don't, it's like ignoring, or he don't understand, or it's just like, okay how to say, it's
well,
just
you
like,
know, a lot of things I misunderstand.
Yeah,
She'll think she's telling me something, and I'll go, "Oh, okay," to what
but
she's telling
I'm
me.
very serious one.
But it's really not what she meant,
Yeah.
and we've
But
had to work on that.
especially,
but-
I'm very strict about what I want to work.
Oh yeah, she's
I am
very
very-
strict. She likes a clean house. She don't like a mess.
time.
She's very timely. She wants everything done in a timely fashion and a timely order.
Yeah.
She doesn't
Order.
like to carry things over from
Yes.
day to day.
So every time I have to remind him. So
But anyway,
That's all.
this video is getting kind of long. So
yeah, very very long, but
do we love our relationship?
Yeah. Yeah.
She had to think about it for a minute, but yes, we
Yes,
get
but
along. We
the
get
only
along
thing
really
is,
good, but
Communication.
communication, we're still working on a communication problem. So
Yes. That's the only thing you have we have to work.
Yeah, we got to work on that.
So
But
for the moment,
we're going to get out of here because this video's gotten too long, and I know you guys are probably getting tired of watching.
yeah.
So
This is the what we call this video.
this is, I guess, Understanding a Filipino Part 1,
Yeah.
or Filipino Living with American Part 1,
Okay.
however you want to say that. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. We're going to make some more and explore further into what it's like being a Filipino with an American, and things that she likes and things that she doesn't like over here. And we're going to talk about Hong Kong and Dubai do's and don'ts. So stay tuned for future videos. But until then, thank you for watching, and we will
See you
on the what?
next one.
On the next one. Thanks for watching, guys.